Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right to the air is Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come, because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll give to Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. To throw, it's Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, wide open, complete, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 48 yards. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. They begin with a run by Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game, because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incomplete.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Throwing is Hurts. And this is going to be intercepted. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Hall again. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Hall. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now it's Rodgers. And check down complete to Hall. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down and 8.
Inside.
Now Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, take 26.
Back to the ground with Hall. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
In motion right goes Adams. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house. So they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Hall on a give up the middle. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key word.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually...
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
This is 2nd and 8.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
Now back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hurts. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles 1st down as he gets this up past the 40. Here's Hurts to throw.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 42 yards.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
And he's going to get in for the 2 points, and that'll make this a 10-point game. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Hall. And this defense rejuvenated apparently as they drop him behind the line again. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. To throw is Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. They'll drop to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley.
And the Eagles are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Eagles.
Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert.
And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Rodgers now to throw. It's caught here by Adams.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
To throw is Rodgers. His throw incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Rodgers to throw.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And that will force a turnover on downs. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Got a man. It's Brown. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. That one complete down the field to Smith.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
Charles, what a big drive late in the fourth quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the fourth quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw, Rodgers.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Here comes 2nd down.
Now Rodgers.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
That was an